Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily free guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to remind us that we've passed the 500 marker of Reparenting Daily. As a celebration of that, I've opened the Patreon community for free membership so that you can join our Zoom calls for free. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and many people are struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting on themselves and to offer and provide a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to personally thank all of you who have been along for the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but I do sell the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along with all the monthly and weekly themes, and where you can also join us in our free Zoom calls to reflect on the weekly themes as we make our way through the year. This is something that I've opened up for free, but you can purchase the journal if you'd like to support the podcast. You can also just copy the themes within your own journal and follow us along there. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can also join the Patreon with a paid subscription or also donate on Buy Me a Coffee. Just as a reminder, I've created another resource called Fairy Tales for Reparenting. This is a 3-volume series that organizes fairy tales from around the world into the 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle, to end. Now, these are fairy tales that come from Grimm's fairy tales and other traditions and other cultures around the world. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, actually, these stories contain profound truths and lessons that we can use in our reparenting journey. So these books are a very simple and creative way to connect to your inner child. I'd like to send a very warm thank you to Maria, who has been helping me to edit the books since I had some difficulties in the fall and I've had some issues with my eyes. So now the first 2 volumes are available on Amazon in ebook or regular book format, so you can check those out, and we'll be working on that last volume to release to you as soon as possible. But again, these stories are ways to connect with lessons that are shared across different cultures, to reconnect with your inner child, and to really teach yourself some lessons that have been carried down for centuries and millennia. As we're passing episode 550, I'd like to also turn your attention to the fact that I've changed the meditation at the end of the podcast, and so you can check that out now for a new experience of binaural beats. So this helps with binaural stimulation from the left to right ear, a bit like a replication of the EMDR experience. So I'm hoping that this can help bring you guys some relief, and we'll have other meditations coming soon as we progress with the rest of the year. So with these announcements now out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Hey guys, today's reading is How to Practice Gratitude. Also, this article is from gratefulLiving.org. You can find the link in the show notes as always. Just as a reminder, we're in November, and the theme for this month is gratitude and abundance. We're in week 1, which is November 1st until the 7th, and the theme for this week is practicing daily gratitude. How to practice gratitude. There are multiple ways to practice the strategy of gratitude, and would be wise to choose what what works best for you. When the strategy loses its freshness or meaningfulness, do not hesitate to make a change in how, when, and how often you express yourself. If you learn that gratitude is one of the happiest activities that fit you best, you have already a leg up. That is, you're already motivated and willing to put in the effort and commitment it takes to become more grateful. How exactly you accomplish that is up to you. What's needed is simply to select at least one activity from the array of possibilities below. A gratitude journal. If you enjoy writing, if you are good at it, or if it feels natural to you, then a promising way to practice this strategy is with a gratitude journal. Much like that used by my gratitude intervention participants. Choose a day of time when you have several moments to step outside of your life and to reflect. It may be the first thing in the morning, during a lunch, or while commuting before bedtime. Ponder 3 to 5 things for which you are currently grateful. From the mundane to the magnificent. One way to do this is to focus on all the things that you know to be true. For example, something you're good at, what you like about where you live, goals you have achieved, and your advantages and opportunities. Don't forget specific individuals who care for you, have made contributions to or sacrifices for you, or somehow touched your life. The results of my laboratories of gratitude invention suggest taking on average, doing this once a week is most likely to boost happiness, and that's my recommendation for the majority of people. However, on average, this means that some individuals, and those may include you, may benefit most from doing this strategy on an entirely different timetable, perhaps even daily or 3 times a week or twice a month. You need to determine the ideal timing tailored to fit your lifestyle and disposition. Path to gratitude. The particular means by which you go about counting your blessings will depend on your individual personality, goals, and needs. Instead of writing, some of you may choose a fixed time simply to contemplate each of your objects of gratitude and perhaps to reflect on why you are grateful. And sorry, the dog is really going crazy. And how your life has been enriched. Others choose to identify just one thing each day that they usually take for granted, and the ordinary goes unappreciated. Alternatively, some may want to acknowledge the ungrateful thoughts per day. My sister forgot my birthday and substituted for a grateful one. She's always been there for me. Family and friends can also help foster your appreciation. One idea is to procure a gratitude partner with whom you can share blessings or a gratitude list and who prompts and encourages you if you lose motivation or simply forget. Chapter 10 describes the power and potential of social buddy support in greater detail. Another idea is to introduce a visitor to the thing, people and places that you love. Show off your comic book collection, your favorite park, or your favorite niece. Doing this will help you see the ordinary details of your life through another person's eyes, affording you a fresh perspective and making you appreciate them as though you were experiencing them for the first time. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Today's reading deepens our understanding of gratitude as an intentional practice, something that grows and evolves with us. Gratitude isn't about forced positivity or denying hardship. It's about training attention towards what is nourishing, supportive, or beautiful in our lives. Whether it's through a journal, a daily reflection, or shared appreciation with a friend, the act of recognizing what's good helps us rewire our emotional baseline from scarcity to sufficiency. By focusing on blessings, both mundane and magnificent, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and trust. In the context of practicing daily gratitude, this reading reminds us that gratitude is a flexible ritual, not a rigid routine. Its power lies in its variety and serenity. Writing in a gratitude journal, reflecting on overlooked blessings, or consciously transforming complaints into appreciation all invite the mind to expand its capacity for joy. When we consciously affirm the good, our brain literally rebuilds new neural connections that make optimism and emotional stability easier to access. Gratitude thus becomes a spiritual and psychological exercise in building inner abundance. From a reparenting perspective, this reading gently retrains the inner child who grew up in emotional deprivation to see and feel safety again. In homes marked by criticism, neglect, or emotional scarcity, gratitude may have felt naive or even dangerous. Now, as an inner loving parent, you teach your younger self to notice the warmth and that it's here, the comfort of a quiet room, the sound beneath your breath, a kind word. Through consistent practice, gratitude becomes a way of saying to your inner child, you are no longer in survival mode. There is enough love, enough support, and enough beauty for you here now. As we go into the journal prompts, number 1, what small, easily overlooked detail of my day can I honor with genuine gratitude right now? And why does it matter to me? Number 2, what ungrateful or negative thought can I unconsciously reframe into appreciation today? And number 3, how might I teach my inner child that gratitude is not about pretending life is perfect, but about feeling safe to receive the goodness again? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment.